Welcome to Louis Frank Motorcars. Today we're going to be looking at a 2004 Land Rover Discovery SE. This Discovery SE is finished in Vienna green metallic with an alpaca beige leather interior. With just over 116,000 original miles, this Discovery is in fantastic condition. We do these videos here at Louis Frank Motorcars just to give buyers a little bit more insight into a vehicle that they may be purchasing, as well as to show off the overall quality and condition of the vehicles that we buy and sell. No exceptions here, absolutely gorgeous 2004 Discovery SE. One of the most beautiful color combinations that you can get one of these trucks in. Vienna green, it's almost a seafoam type green color. This particular truck has a beautiful set of HSE Discovery wheels on it, as you can see there in the back. Really in great shape. If you look down the sides of this truck, there's not a dent or a ding on it. There's 4 brand new tires. These trucks are so hard to come by in this type of shape. Just in phenomenal condition. Again, a very, very clean example. There's a couple things that I wanted to point out with this vehicle right off the bat. It does have a crack in the front bumper. As I zoom in there, you'll see it a little bit better. Also, the rear bumper does have a white scuff on the bumper itself, but as far as imperfections on the physical body of the truck, that's really it. The truck shows super clean. I've actually been driving the truck for about 2 weeks, and I have to say it runs and drives phenomenal. Now, the number one thing with looking at a Discovery, the number one thing you're going to talk about with these cars is, does the engine tick? And a lot of 2004, 2005, 2003 and 2004 Discoveries, they develop an engine tick over time. If you use the wrong weight oil in them, sometimes they can develop a tick. The tick itself is not a detriment to the engine. It's more of a nuance of the engine. This particular truck does not have any ticks whatsoever in the engine. A lot of the times people will show these cars, even if you go to look at one, they'll show the car stone cold, and most of these trucks will not do or tick when they're cold. It happens after they warm up for about 10 to 15 minutes. They'll almost sound like a sewing machine. This particular truck does not have a tick whatsoever. As I said before, I've been driving it for about 2 weeks now, and I have been enjoying it. The other commonplace for issues with these trucks is the frame. Now, this truck does have some rust on the rear frame members. Again, a very common spot with these cars is right down here. Now, this has been undercoated. This truck has been undercoated on its frame. We do have some pictures of this on the website. Again, the rear frame member of this car, it's almost a subframe, can be replaced. Again, it's not an integral part of the frame because it's after the rear axle, so it just kind of hangs out there over the back end of the car. But I did want to make that known to the next buyer that it does have some rust on the rear portion of the frame. And really the third and final thing is oil leaks in these cars. And I'm going to actually put the camera underneath the car again and do my best to show you. The car is dry as a bone underneath here. Again, 2 weeks worth of driving. I have to say I haven't seen a drop of oil on the ground. And it runs and drives phenomenal. The interior of this car is a 9.5 out of 10. I mean, it is as close to new as you're gonna find in a truck that's 12 years old. Again, looking at the interior, really absolutely amazing. The alpaca beige and the Vienna green here. I'm gonna just back away. Let me zoom the camera out a little bit. The contrast with these two colors is just quintessential Land Rover. Absolutely stunning. This particular truck also has the Harman Kardon sound system, as well as the navigation system, which was super, super rare in this car. Again, there's no wear on the steering wheel. There's no wear on the seat bolsters. Looking around the interior of this car, you will be amazed. The interior looks brand new. I actually built my business here, Louis Frank Motorcars, on selling used Discoveries and used Range Rovers. And I have to say, lately, I would say in the last probably 5 to 6 years, they've just been coming harder and harder to find. This shape is super hard to find. You will not find an 04 Discovery with these kind of miles in this kind of condition. It is just amazing how this car has survived. The interior is incredible. Again, there's no wears on the leather. There's no wear on the perforated leather part as well. Just stunning. Super clean condition. Also, another factor in these cars that can be a pain is the headliner. Sometimes these cars can have a sagging headliner where it becomes detached from the foam backing board. This car, there is not one piece of this headliner that's hanging or sagging whatsoever. Phenomenal condition. Trunk and cargo area, again, very, very clean. There is a ton of space in the Discovery. I don't know if you're familiar with these cars, but they are, when it comes to packing them, they can fit everything. I mean, they are an incredibly capable vehicle. Not only as far as carrying people comfortably, but there is so much room in the back of this truck. You also have 2 storage lockers on the left and right hand sides. You have your original Land Rover toolkit with this truck. We have the original books for this truck, all of the original books. We have an extensive service history with the car. I think we have over 35 service receipts for this vehicle alone. It's got a clean Carfax, and it's really in phenomenal shape. I mean, again, I really don't see these cars very often anymore in this type of condition. Just amazing. I'm gonna actually start it up for you. There's no warning lights on in this car whatsoever. Everything lights up correctly. I'm gonna turn the headlights on there for a second. Let me turn the radio down. Again, there is no warning lights on whatsoever. The condition of the steering wheel too. That's another spot where Discoveries can kind of show their age, is wear on the steering wheel. There is absolutely no wear here. There's that navigation system. It's not a navigation system that uses a map per se. It's more of a audio and it's more of an audio direction than a visual direction on a screen. But definitely pretty cool option to have. You have a heated front windshield, hill descent system, dual zone climate control. Again, automatic transmission. You have heated front seats here, power windows. Let's actually open a little bit. Close that better. Everything works correctly in this truck. You also have above, you have some sun visors over the moonroof. Very nice. Again, high-end touches in this truck. We're gonna actually pop the hood. .6 liter, 217 horsepower V8. Let me open this hood for a second. I'll try to do it with one hand here. Sorry about that. Again, fully serviced, over 35 service records for this truck. And as you can hear, the truck idles extremely quiet. There's no knocking, there's no ticking whatsoever. Brand new battery. You do have the jack for the car as well, or all original. Brand new alternator in the truck. If you look down the valve covers, very, very clean. There's no oil leaking anywhere. The engine bay is super clean. Again, a fully serviced truck. This is a truck you're going to be able to go anywhere with. Snow, off-roading. I mean, these trucks are the absolute kings of bad weather. I'm gonna actually try to close the hood with one hand here. Sometimes it can be a little tough. There we go. Again, extremely nice example of an 04 Land Rover Discovery SE. We are Louis Frank Motorcars. We're in Danvers, Massachusetts, just outside of Boston, Massachusetts. These trucks, when we get them in and they're in this type of condition, they sell extremely fast. So if you're looking at this car, you're interested in Discoveries, and you're looking for one that's really, I think, aggressively priced, definitely give us a call as soon as possible, because we turn away so many folks when we get one of these cars in because they sell instantaneously. Again, my name is Louis Marinello of Louis Frank Motorcars, and we hope you're the lucky new owner of this absolutely stunning 04 Discovery SE.